Alright guys, we're going to finish this little lesson up and I'm going to go back to a problem that I kind of had to rush through, which is this one, number 12, where I've got my vertex on the circle. So it's going to equal 1/2 of the arc, or the arc divided by 2. So I'm going to take my arc and divide it by 2, and that's going to equal my angle measure. Multiply both sides by 2, divide by 55, and my x would equal 2. Alright, this was the last bit of the problems in this section of our lessons today. And so let's go ahead and now we're going to find the measure of the arc or angle. And I told you what x would equal, but let's just go ahead and now we'll work these out since we have a little more time. Here's my angle measure I'm looking at. This is the vertical angle, so I'm going to add these two arcs together and set them divided by 2 and set them equal to my angle measure. Okay, so now I'm going to combine my like terms for my numerator, and I'm going to multiply each of these terms right here and right here times 2. Okay, I'm going to get all my x's on the same side, so I'm going to subtract 17x from both sides. I'm going to subtract 4, divide by 7, and I get that 9 equals x. That's not what I had to find though. I had to find the measure of angle UTV. So I have to take the measure of angle UTV. So I'm going to substitute the 9. And I get that the measure of angle UTV is 110 degrees. Okay, let's look at 14. Vertex is on the circle, so I'm going to have that this angle of 8x plus 15 is going to be equal to the arc, the captured arc, which is 20x minus 10. It's going to equal half of that, so I'm going to divide it by 2. When I multiply both sides by 2 to clear my fraction, I end up with 16x plus 30 equals 20x minus 10. Subtract my 16x from both sides, leave me 4x here, and add 10 to both sides. Divide by 4. Next is going to be equal to 10. But it wants the measure of angle ABC, which equals 8x plus 15. So I'm going to do 8 times 10. I'm going to substitute my value of 10 for my x. That's 80 plus 15, so it would be 95 degrees. Okay, find the measure of arc FG. So that's this large arc right here, the 19x minus 2. That means I've got to solve for x. So I'm going to use, I've got internal angles. The vertice for this angle is inside the circle, but it is not the center of the circle. And its vertical angle is here. So I'm going to add those two arcs together and divide by 2. And that's going to equal my angle measure. Okay, so I'm going to combine my like terms up here, which is going to give me my, let's see, 19 plus 16, 35x equals, let's multiply, we get 26x minus 8. Oops, I put a 16 here. This is why it's not working out for me. Let's see. This should be a 6x. So this is going to be 25x. My negative 2, positive 2 cancel out, equals 26x minus 8. Okay, since this term is by itself, I'm going to subtract 26x from both sides, leaving me with a negative x equals negative 8. Multiply by negative 1, x equals 8. So now I'm going to plug this into my 19 times 8 minus 2. And I find out that the measure of my arc, FG, equals 150 degrees. Let's do one more of these. Find the measure of the arc CDE. So it's going to be all of this. Okay, well, I don't have anything that relates to this, but I know that if I could find this arc, the 99x minus 2, 360 minus this, I'm thinking 360 minus my 99x minus 2 would equal the measure of arc CDE. Okay, so let me see if I can solve for x, and then I could solve for this 99x minus 2. I have an angle whose vertices is on the circle, so I know that this 50x minus 2, this angle, is equal to the arc of 99x minus 2 divided by 2. It's half the arc. Okay, I'm going to clear my fraction. Multiply by 2, don't forget to distribute. If I subtract 99x from both sides, that leaves me x here. If I add 4 to both sides, a positive 4 and a negative 2 is going to be a positive 2. So I find out that x equals 2. So when I take my 99 times 2 minus 2, that's 196 degrees. So then I can take 360 minus the 196, and I have 164 degrees left over. So I know that the measure of arc CDE equals 164 degrees. Okay, I'll see you in the next video where we're going to look at angles of vertices with vertices outside the circle.